of the burning colony played in the grand hall, laughter echoing across the chamber. They raised glasses of molten wine, boasting of their easy conquest. "Earth will do nothing," one admiral sneered. "They bury their anger under treaties and words. They are too civilized to spill blood." Another chimed in, "They build cities and gardens, not weapons. They will sue for peace, beg for forgiveness, and kneel at our feet." The council erupted in cruel laughter. The galaxy listened and nodded. Many species agreed. Humanity was new to the stars, too young, too restrained to resist. But among the whispers, a warning flickered. Old traders remembered Terran history, wars of fire, vengeance that reshaped continents. They remembered the quiet phrase passed along space lanes: "Humans are slow to anger, but impossible to stop once they rise." The council ignored it. They believed Earth broken. They believed vengeance was only a word. They believed wrong. When silence shattered, Earth's skies remained calm in the days after Proxima's fall. There were no declarations, no retaliatory strikes, no angry broadcasts. To outsiders, it looked like submission. But within the black silence of the Sol system, something stirred. Deep beneath Luna's surface, the hidden shipyards roared to life. Mars, with its scarlet forges, began birthing warships older civilizations had sworn humanity would never build again. The asteroid belts lit up with the movement of concealed fleets, ships without names, long kept in reserve for a day like this. Earth's comms fell quiet, encrypted beyond recognition. Galactic monitoring stations picked up only fragments, fleets redeploying, heavy engines spooling. Then came the first signal, sharp as a blade, transmitted across every known frequency. "This is Earth. To those who struck Proxima, your hourglass is broken, your time is done." Across the stars, empires froze. They had expected pleas, not promises. And then the Armadas took flight. The sky darkened with steel. The first human fleets emerged from jump space like storms unbound. Thousands of warships, sleek, angular, black as midnight, rolled across the void. They were not the exploratory vessels the galaxy knew, nor the polite escorts of diplomatic envoys. These were weapons forged in silence. Carriers released swarms of strike craft that filled the stars like locusts. Dreadnoughts, colossal and merciless, moved with a weight that bent courage itself. For every Proxima family lost, 100 cannons pointed at the Vanar worlds. When the fleets appeared above the first Vanar stronghold, their commander laughed at the show. But his laughter died when the human flagship broadcast only one message: "This is retaliation, nothing more, nothing less." The bombardment began. The Vanar moons shattered under kinetic strikes. Cities burned under precision orbital fire. Their war fleets scrambled, but their engines felt ancient against the cold precision of human targeting. Where they fired one shot, Earth answered with 1,000. For every life lost at Proxima, vengeance multiplied tenfold. The fire that consumed empires. What followed was not war, it was revelation. The Vanar had boasted of their power, but their defenses crumbled like sand before Earth's fury. Worlds that once mocked humanity's restraint now screamed as human dropships descended. Armored battalions, soldiers bred not only from Earth but from every allied colony, landed like storms given flesh. The Vanar fought with pride. Humanity answered with inevitability. Orbital strikes fell in unison, turning night to day. Entire fleets vanished in single barrages, their death cries lost in the roar of engines older civilizations could not comprehend. Some whispered Earth had hidden these fleets for centuries, waiting, preparing. Others whispered darker things, that humanity was always a weapon pretending to be a gardener. The climax came when the human dreadnought Nemesis appeared above the Vanar capital. Its cannons, each the size of towers, rotated slowly, deliberately. The Vanar Emperor broadcast frantic pleas, his voice cracking. "Wait, we surrender." But the human admiral replied in cold monotone. Proxima did not surrender. And the skis lit up. Ashes and silence. When it was over, the galaxy was quieter than it had ever been. The Vanar were no more, an empire of centuries erased in weeks. Their war banners were dust, their fleets drifting husks. Survivors scattered, whispering into the void, warning all who would listen. Do not provoke Earth. Do not awaken their vengeance. In the aftermath, the galaxy trembled. Species once arrogant now bowed their heads in silence when Terrans entered the room. Treaties were rewritten, alliances reforged, not out of diplomacy but fear. For Earth did not boast, Earth did not laugh, Earth simply acted and left silence behind. Across the stars, a phrase took root in fearful hearts, a truth no one would forget. Humanity's patience is vast, but their vengeance is infinite. The skis above Calvith burned with alien arrogance. The Ksath Dominion, long feared for its brutality, had chosen their target well. Calvith was not a fortress, not a fleet yard, but a human colony, rich in harvests, alive with families and utterly defenseless. The Dominion fleet descended like predators upon lambs, emerald plasma fire sweeping across oceans and cities alike. Children screamed in the void as evacuation shuttles were shredded mid-ascent. Whole districts were atomized for no reason beyond spectacle. Admiral Krej of the Ksath watched from his flagship, a smirk flickering across his scaled jaw. "The humans will learn their place," he declared to his bridge crew. "They are dreamers, not warriors. They plant seeds, they write poetry, they preach peace. This will remind them the galaxy belongs to predators, not gardeners." The destruction lasted only hours. By dusk cycle, Calvith was ash and glass, its people reduced to dust. The Dominion did not conquer, it exterminated. And as they pulled away from the smoldering world, their war songs echoed across open comms, broadcast deliberately for Earth to hear. It was cruelty for cruelty's sake. Laughter in the dark. In the days that followed, the galaxy bristled with whispers. The Dominion had not merely attacked a human colony, they had made an example of it, and they boasted loudly on every channel. At a council gathering on the Dominion capital, Krej stood before his peers. The humans talk of honor, of patience, of restraint, but patience is weakness. Restraint is cowardice. We have cut out their heart and still they remain silent. Laughter shook the chamber. "Earth is soft," another warlord sneered. "Their ships are outdated relics. Their fleets are ornamental. They will send envoys with tears, not armies with guns." Some even mocked Earth's allies. "See how they cower, afraid to speak. The humans cannot even rouse their neighbors to fight. They are alone, and we have proven it." The Dominion feasted and celebrated, convinced they had ended the myth of humanity's resilience. Across their empire, propaganda screamed of human submission. Earth, the powerless jewel, ripe for eventual conquest. And still Earth said nothing. No broadcasts, no threats, no response. The silence was mistaken for fear. The silence breaks. The first sign came quietly. A listening post at the edge of neutral space reported long-range mass movements, too vast to categorize as trade. Strange transponder codes appeared, none officially registered, none speaking. Then came the blackout. Human comm channels, usually filled with cultural broadcasts, diplomatic chatter, and academic traffic, went dark. Entire frequencies were abandoned. Not a word escaped Earth's networks. At first, the Dominion mocked even this. "They hide in shame," their generals proclaimed. "The gardeners bury their heads in soil while predators prowl." But in the blackness, something stirred. On the 12th day after Calveth's fall, the stars themselves seemed to move. Sensors across half the galaxy picked up enormous displacements of matter, vast gravitational anomalies forming and dissolving near relay gates. Civilian freighters reported glimpses of shapes too massive to be merchant convoys. The whispers began, "The Terrans are moving." A Dominion scout ship confirmed it. A human armada spanning sectors had risen from Earth. Not one fleet, not two, dozens. Carriers with hulls darker than space, dreadnoughts whose reactors glowed like caged stars, cruisers with designs